Well, in 2025, what's the single best ship that you can own in EVE? Well, I'll do you one better. I got a couple that you need to have in your arsenal. These are the best of the best, and we're going to break down how you can use them, what you can use them for. So if you want the best EVE guides, you came to the right place. Ladies and gentlemen, Loru here, digital advertiser, content creator, and EVE enjoyer for the better part of 10 years now. And let's talk about this first ship that honestly is the unsung hero of faction warfare and easy to get into PvP. Yes, it is the Vexor Navy issue. The Vexor Navy issue is, I think, one of the most solid PvP platforms you can get into right now. You can use it for PvE as well. It doesn't have to be PvP. It is one of the ships that you can do a ton with, and there's actually a crap ton of free fits for you in the good old-fashioned fitting window. So if I get rid of some of these, we go to community fittings, which is what this is. You can see here is a iBeasts, thanks iBeast, faction warfare fit. It is only 105 million ISK, only 105 million ISK for a solid platform that does a ton of DPS, 530 DPS with some cat batteries coming in as well. This one, you can go get 3 of these and you can do some serious damage with this, okay? This ship, it tanks well, it newts well, it damages well, it's excellent, a bulky boy, that's right. This Vexor Navy issue is something you can do a ton with. There's also high sec PvE. The fits are literally in the community tab. You can click this button and see all the fits that the community has for you. I would take these into level 3 missions. I would take these into do high sec escalation hunting. You can go into combat sites in the probe window. And you can go, of course, into PvP, going into faction warfare. You can even yeet this into null if you would like. You would get some decent action there. So this is really good. Definitely check that out. And as always, if you want to find fits, use the community tab and or use Zkill. The next ship that you honestly have to own in 2025, chat, I have like one of these. I have one of these like all over the place. It's the Heron. Okay, I have a couple of these. The Buzzard is the better ship and is the more expensive ship, yes. But because of how cheap the Heron is, how effective it is one of the best exploration and scanning ships you can fly. And because of that, it gets a mark on this right here. You can do high sec, low sec, null sec scanning. And don't miss this. If you're brand new, this comes with salvagers. So you can even get some of that salvage that's on grid. If somebody's like leaving some mobs behind, you can get those mobs on the asteroid belt and get some salvage. Free money for you. If you're just starting out, I highly recommend you get literally this ship. It's 5 million ISK. You can get it and afford it. It's right here again in the community tab. You can also do the Air Career Program with this Heron. What's the Air Career Program? Let me tell you, audience. If you go into the agency tab, which is Alt-M, think of the agency tab as your like everywhere quest giver. You can find a bunch of stuff you can do here. You go to agents and missions. You go to, let's find it, career agents. And then you can come down here to the Explorer Career Agent tab. There's also Air Career is another type of thing. You can do a lot with this. So this is something I would recommend you start with the Heron with if you're just getting into things. I still use the Heron to this day. It's a fantastic ship. I use it all the freaking time. We also have an alpha Heron fit that's only 10 million ISK to get into. It's only, 9 million ISK. It's alpha friendly. I'll include this one in the description. I'm messing with my Heron fits right now, so I'm not just gonna like hand it to you because it's not optimized. That's how we do it. So second ship is the Heron. Get to exploring, get you some goodies, check out our exploration guides. You can see how we do that big stuff. The third ship, and I gotta tell you, this one is kind of slept on. It's the Squall. Get you into the Squall. I am done begging you to do PI. You are leaving billions a month on the table by not doing planetary interaction. Check out our full PI playlist. The link will be in the description for you. This Squall is the bigger Epithal, and it is way bigger than the Epithal. It is absolutely better. Better tank, better stats, the better ship for sure. And it's something you should be flying in high sec. No more Epithal, chat. No more Epithal. We have a good old fashioned, I'll put this fit in the description for you. It's 40 million ISK, 47 million HP. Excuse me, 1,000. It's a rainbow! 47,000 HP and has sub 6 align time. This is your high sec fit. You shouldn't be taking this one into dangerous areas of space, but if you want to, I'll also include my Afterburner Pulse with Burst Jammer. They still fit on these ships on. This is my nullsec wormhole Potchfin Squall. If you're going into those dangerous areas of space, upgrade your Squall to a Deluge, ladies and gentlemen. More expensive, 250 million ISK, but is the move. This is the ship I have never lost a deluge to players. It is great. The Covert Ops Cloak makes it. It has a massive fleet hangar that can hold 45,000 PI. Let me go find this. Okay, infrastructure hold, base 30. Mine holds 45K because I have infrastructure hold, whatever the thing, to 5. Transport ships, whatever it is, to 5. This plus the Squall. The fits of these will be in the description for you. If you want to know how to do PI, definitely check out the playlist that's in the description for you as well. These fits will be there. So is the learnings. Enjoy it. You're literally leaving billions on the table by not doing PI. That's on you. Okay. The next ship is a cheap, mean, ferocious, nasty ship that you can do a lot of PvP. And yes, that is the Thrasher, ladies and gentlemen. This ship is one of the most used ships in EVE for a reason. It's a great PvP powerhouse that is one of the most used PvP hulls in 2025. As always, I believe there's a ton of community fits that you can do here. Yes, sir. Look at this. We got 5 fits for you. We got Faction Warfare Thrasher with a good old-fashioned autocannons. We got a PvP Thrasher that looks very similar to the first one. You can do high-sec missions with this too. Level 2s, level 1s. Get your feet wet. Go kill some mobs that are on the probe scanner. By the way, a quick tip for you. If you're trying to find mobs on the probe scanner, you can go to the opportunities window, similar to the agency. Agency is like all New Eden. The opportunity window is show me what's close to me. Okay. You can come here and go to, let's find it, scroll Explorer. Here we go. We have some suspicious stuff. I believe these are home fronts, and we have scanned 5 signatures. If you get within 2 jumps, I think, of a Cosmic Sig, they should appear right in here in the Explorer section of the Opportunities tab, which is Alt-J on your keyboard to open this bad boy up. So that's how you can find high-sec anomalies and the like. And you can do the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc with this fit. It's only 3 million ISK. The Sisters of Eve Epic Arc can be found in the Agency tab and is, let me close the Opportunity tab, can be found in the Agency tab and is one of the most done missions in the game. It's an epic arc. And you come down here to, let me find it, Bloodstained Stars. You can do it every couple months. It resets. I do this basically on cooldown to get the reputation bonus you get at the end. It is one of the best ways to get better rep with certain factions. I highly recommend you take the Thrasher to do it. You will be able to do it with this. And then when you're done, you can go back into PvP and get some easy kills with the Thrasher. Definitely check it out. So the next ships you need to fly is literally any Tech 2 hauler. Chat, under the sound of my voice, listen to me. If you don't have a Tech 2 hauler, you're leaving money on the table. The survivability you get. There are few ships, I say, that change the game, like the Viator and the Occator did for me. It doesn't have to be Galente. It can be the Crane. It can be the Bustard. These ships will absolutely make your life easier. Why? Because you can get money from one place and put it somewhere else. The Impel is the best deep space transport in the game because it can give the highest HP. I love me some Viators in high sec. Here is my cheap hauler. I'll put this fit in the description for you. 143 million ISK. The Covert Ops Cloak, the good stuff. I recommend you go after the blockade runners first. Okay, there's 2 types of transport ships. There's the DST, the deep space transports, and the blockade runners. Blockade runners have the cloak on them. Okay, that's how you know. They have the covert cloak. The DST is tanky, hard to pin down because of its warp core strength. And the Viator is cloaky and aligns very, very quick. It gets through the blockade. That's why it's the blockade runner. So choose your favorite, kit into those. I'll put this Viator fit in the description for it. It's my cheap high sec Holly boy. I'll also put my Occator fit for high sec in the description for you. This is a, look at that, 110k EHP. You can use the afterburner to align in sub 6 seconds. We talk about the afterburner pulse trick a lot. Notice how, I'll cover it here. Notice how my align time without anything on is 21 seconds, sub 21. Well, if you align to something and then pulse your afterburner 1 time, notice the activation is 7 seconds, down from 10. You will align and warp out in 7 seconds. Not 21, 7. That's why we put an afterburner on here. This is not for on-grid speed. It is for you to be able to warp out safely. I'm going to keep talking about this because every single time that I talk about this, somebody doesn't know about that. It's how I've almost never lost an Occator. I lost one time because I jumped into a wormhole and I just got ganked. That's what happens. I should have scouted. That was on me. But the rest, nope. So get you T2 haulers, literally pick anything and call it a day. Let's say you don't want to kill stuff. Let's say you want to be your mandatory fleet. You will get the fleet invite if you kit into a scythe. Yes, the scythe is an incredible Logi ship used in many doctrines. Remote shield booster doesn't have to be a scythe. You can also use the exec. The executor is the armor version of this ship. Both are Healy boys. Literally choose your favorite armor or shields and kit into one. If you want a mandatory fleet spot, if you want to be included in literally anything, Logi for your friends. It's an MMO, baby. If you're the priest, if you're the healer in World of Warcraft, you're getting a raid spot, so you will with the scythe. These are easy to kit into. They're Tech 1 ships. They're not going to be super expensive and are invaluable in bigger fleet comps. And as always, there's a bunch of community fits. Not so, just kidding. If you want, let me include this fit. Sure, let's include the low skill point one in the description. This is a KYBERNAUT made fit for y'all. We've died on these before. It's not like these are OPSEC, so we can show some of this. KYBERNAUT is my Corp. So here's a low skill point scythe fleet for you to be able to fly. Okay, so this is for newer accounts that want to just get into Logi. It's only 41 million-esque. I'll include this fit in the description for you. Thank you, KYBERNAUT and my Corp, for this kind of stuff. Excellent things. Get you the raid spot. Heal up the boys and the girls. It's 2025. And get into the scythe or the executor to get the heals a-going. One of the last ones we have. Chad, you already know what it is. You already know. There's one ship that makes your account better, and it is the Gila. Yes, I said it right this time. Okay. The Gila, however the heck you say it, is a powerhouse in the Abyss specifically. We have a full guide on how you can make 100 million ISK with this fit. It is commonly called the Povertila. Can do T3 Abyss. If Abyss is something you don't understand, that's fine. We have full guides on this. We take it into bigger Abyss. My own personal fit is a T5 Abyssal rolled massive billions of ISK thing. This Povertila fit is 466 million ISK. You can get this a little bit cheaper if you would like, and you can make 100 million ISK an hour with this easy. It is the Gila. That's right, chat. Get you a Gila. Check out our Abyss guides. And here is one of my main points with this. We have just covered a ton of different types of activities. You pick two of what I just talked about. You go into the Abyss and explore. You do some fleet lodging and do some high-sec missions. You do some faction warfare PvP and some Abyss. Pick two of the ships that I just described and kit into one of them. And if you're not sure how to fit them, check the description. We've got a full guide on those. And if you want more absolute masterclass of EVE guides, that's this playlist right here. I make the guides I wish were around when I started. And if you want the best EVE guides, more of them, sub right here. We'll see ya in the next video. Thanks very, very much.